Hey y'all, I'm Nessa with Microlife and co-owner of Ripples and Roots Wildscapes, and today we're planting a tree. Now typically I wouldn't recommend planting a tree in the middle of summer, but I'm coming up against an issue that requires a bit of a makeover, and I'm choosing something that loves the heat. So here I have an issue every single summer where my grass gets burned out, and the HOA doesn't like it. There's a window that reflects the light from the sun right here and burns out the grass. And it is taking away all the greenery, and I've been waiting for the chance to extend my flower beds out. And the tree choice is my all-time favorite, Texas kidneywood. This is one of my all-time favorite trees ever. Texas kidneywood loves the heat. You can plant it in the middle of a concrete parking lot or on a hill strip, and it will thrive and thrive through the summer. I'm planting it here because I know it can take the heat, it can take that sun, and it'll bloom through the summertime. And it's also going to support my pollinators in my wildscape that I have going on. Let's make a mess. Really important things to remember. Don't dig the hole deeper than the crown of the plant. If you can, leave about 2 inches so that the pot or the root ball can stick about an inch or 2 above the ground to allow some room for sinking. You don't want to dig a hole this big for a plant that's this big and then sink it all the way into the ground. That's going to suffocate it, the tree's going to rot, and it's not going to thrive. If you're digging a hole for a plant this big, I'm gonna dig the hole about this deep. We're not making a perfect circle. We want to make kind of an oblong shape and make it a little jagged because the roots are not going to go in a perfect circle. You don't want them to go around in a circle and girdle itself. Nice jagged oblong shape is going to encourage a natural growth out into your soil. Soil aggregation at work. I built up the biomass in this soil so much, it's getting really well aggregated. First thing I did was put down Microlife Humates and Microlife 624 in August 2022. After that, I applied a 14 yards worth of once processed chip drop, and that helped build up the biomass in the soil as it decomposed. And it's getting that nice dark coloration to it. And this is looking mighty fine. This is goals. This is goals, baby. This is what you want. Feels good. If you're on the Edwards Plateau, you probably require a rock bar. This is one of my favorite tools ever. What does a rock bar do? Breaks up the rocks. I'm just going to be getting more and more of these. They can range from this size to a foot across or even larger. This is what I'm dealing with. Once I get in here, limestone's down here. It gets harder down here the closer we get to the limestone. You never jackhammer into a rock shelf. If you do that, you create a cereal bowl where the water holds. It will not drain. So if you have a rock shelf or there's just no possible way for you to get to the limestone, you're going to burn up. As long as you're planting natives, this is the soil and this is the rock they grow in. They know what they're doing. Nature doesn't make a mistake. You need to spot in to get more surface. See how I get chopped through that rock? Here's my root ball. You're going to make sure you tickle out the roots just a little bit. Place it here. However I find fit. Really important that you don't drop the top of the root ball below the soil. I want it right about here. Now we're going to add some Microlife. See, we're going to go all the way around. Get it in that soil. Good job, good job. Backfill, can you put that back in there? Important to backfill with that soil, especially since I built up all this aggregation. It's got great nutrients in it. You don't have to go get some fancy soil. You want your native plants to grow in their native soil so they can get used to it. If you go in and you buy a 30 bag of some expensive frou-frou potting soil, first of all, that's for pots, not for the dirt. It's not for the ground. You want it to get used to its environment and boost the nutrients and the microbial health, the soil ecology in the soil so that you can help it. It's not that we have bad soil. It's just we have a very special type of soil where very special plants grow. First, we dug the hole out put the plant in, measured it, put our microlife in, and then backfilled with that soil we dug out, right? Cool. Then we're gonna put on our mulch. Mulch is black gold. It is supposed to turn into soil over time. So you should purchase a hardwood untreated mulch or cedar mulch. It's gonna help retain moisture in the summer and winter and keep them cooler in the summer and then warmer in the winter. You want it to decompose and build that biomass up in your soil. It's gonna help you build aggregation, which is super important to soil ecology and life. Your microbes wanna feed on it. They wanna decompose it and then also feed your plants with it. We're using what we got. That's a nice peppery scent. This outfit wasn't practical. Time to water. I gotta water the tree. This isn't the water pressure. It should be lower. When we talk low and slow, we want more of a slower flow, more of a drip, so it can penetrate the soil better so that there's not a lot of runoff. We don't want to waste water, right? So if I'm going to be running the hose, it better be good for something. I'm going to take this right here and put it at the base of the tree and let it run for another 10 minutes or so. And there you have it, a Texas kidney wood in Central Texas on the limestone. All I did was backfill with that native soil, add some microlife to feed those microbes and build the soil ecology. And I used my once processed wood chip drop that has abundance of leaf mold that's going to help feed the soil ecology, retain moisture, and keep my roots cool through the summer.